Yes, sir. I am here to brief you, sir. Yes. Um, Please forgive me. I'm suffering from a bit of laryngitis. I've been outside for the last 5 hours yelling Alice's name, hoping to get a response. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir. Well, honestly, sir, we have had secondary personnel check the entire facility, top to bottom, including the vents, twice. Yes, sir. Yes, they are currently checking a third time. Unfortunately, it is safe to say that the subject, known as Alice, is missing. She is not in the facility, and we have had primary personnel, including myself, search the woods. This has been going on for the last 5 hours. As I said, I'm suffering from a bit of laryngitis because I've been shouting her name almost continuously. Well, yes, sir, I do apologize that the principal of this school is not here to brief you in person. No, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, yes. We sent primary personnel to the principal's residence as well as her secondary residence. She is not at either place, and she is not hiding Alice from us. Also, with respect, sir, you were the one who personally approved her position as principal. I am simply her assistant and technically vice principal. Yes, sir, that is correct. However, I feel I must point out that Alice was first reported missing shortly after the principal left, and shortly after I was called in. Alice did not go missing on my watch. No, sir. I will take responsibility for the situation as it unfolds now. I will not take the blame. I was asleep in my bed when Alice was first reported missing. I do not know why the principal herself was not here. As soon as I found out, I came here immediately. That's why my clothes are disheveled, and that's why my hair looks like it has a mind of its own. Yes, sir. Well, the principal purchased several handheld spotlights. Yes, sir, that's the automatic air freshener. I don't know how to switch it off, I'm sorry. The principal does, I don't. Getting back to the subject at hand, sir. The principal ordered numerous inexpensive handheld spotlights. Each and every single one was distributed to primary personnel. Yes, we have approximately 70 individuals spread out in the woods looking for her. Yes, sir, 70. Why so few? Normally it would be 100, but there were budget cuts, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir, I am not blaming you. I was not aware of the fact that you were responsible for the budget cuts. With all due respect, sir, every available primary personnel was called in. Every available secondary personnel were called in. In fact, every available third tier personnel was called in. That's right, sir. Secondary personnel have no clue what goes on here. They just think that this is a special needs school for very special students. That is all, sir. Secondary personnel, they are aware that certain students are potentially dangerous, but they have no clue that these students have, shall we say, certain abilities that most do not possess. However, secondary personnel, such as teachers and orderlies, are aware of the fact that some students are potentially dangerous and should not be taken lightly. Third tier personnel, cooks, janitors, they have no clue, but even they were called in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, every single handheld spotlight was handed out to those searching the grounds. Secondary personnel, as well as primary personnel, are all issued personal handheld flashlights. Yes, sir. They've been using those to search for Alice. Primary personnel out in the woods, secondary personnel here in the facility. Yes, sir, they are searching every nook and cranny for her, although it is unlikely that she is on facility premises, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, the principal felt that something like this could happen. After all, there are plenty of wild animals in the woods as well. Maybe one of the students might have accidentally gotten out and is trying to get back. So, based on that and the very slight possibility that a student might escape, that's why we have those handheld searchlights and spotlights, sir. Yes. Yes. Well, unfortunately, I don't have an example to show you, but I can show you one of my own. Yes, sir. I have been out in the woods with this handheld, specialty-made searchlight, searching for her. Well, sir, the head is huge, so that the beam goes out much further. Well, sir, in the woods it's not that useful, but there are patches of open country out there, and I have been using this. This is my own very expensive, specialized handheld searchlight, sir. Yes, sir. I've been out there for 5 hours replacing batteries as I needed to. If it wasn't for the fact that the temperature is so ridiculously cold, I probably would have burned up the LED within my torch and completely ruined it. But yes, sir, I have been searching for her just as hard as all the other primary personnel have, even harder. My voice is gone. It is absolutely gone. No, sir, I am not going to say I did my best. I went beyond my best. I know what it means. I know how important finding her is. Yes, sir. Well, some of the students here, if they have limited contact with the general public, it's not an issue, at least not a huge issue. It can be explained away. Alice cannot have contact with any member of the general public. Yes, sir. No, sir. Many of the students here are potentially dangerous, the ones who can be controlled. That's a different issue. Alice lately has been having behavioral issues, no doubt due to the fact that she's getting older and she's been starting to notice boys. Yes, sir, I understand. What I'm trying to explain to you is that a year ago, Alice was potentially dangerous. That has changed. Alice is very dangerous and needs to be found. Sir, Alice treats those whom she knows a lot better than she does strangers. That is why we can have secondary personnel search the entire facility. And if she, by some miracle, happens to still be here, well, she's not going to be a danger to any of the secondary personnel. She knows them. She knows the teachers. She knows the orderlies. She's never had a problem with them. She's only had a problem with one teacher and a handful of students. Well, no. That particular teacher seems to have gone missing, sir. Well, sir, I'm telling you now. I'm sorry I didn't tell you a little bit sooner. However, I just thought you'd want to know what's happening with her search. Mm-hmm. 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 Well, sir, with respect, we don't know what has happened to that missing teacher. Again, Alice is missing. The one teacher that she had an issue with is missing. It could be a coincidence. We have rounded up all of the students, at least all of the students we think Alice has had an issue with, and we've interviewed them. Just seems to be personality issues, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, Alice came to this facility about 5 years ago. Apparently, there were some, shall we say, accidents at her home. Alice has an older brother, and I guess one day he was teasing her, so she lashed out. She didn't mean to. Well, no, the boy is not badly injured. Not too badly, sir. Yes, sir, he's going to walk with a limp for the rest of his life and require a cane or walking stick. But it's not as though the boy was athletic. No, sir. No, that was not a joke. No, that just a statement of fact from the parents. Yes, it's very unfortunate that the young man will walk for the rest of his life with a limp and require a cane. Although, considering what Alice is capable of, he probably got off lucky. I'm just being honest, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. The sun will be up in a few hours. We are continuing to search for her, both in the facility and outside. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. I understand. I shall grab some fresh batteries for my handheld searchlight, and I shall go out again. Yes, sir. No, sir, I know how important it is that we find her. We will continue searching. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I shall keep you updated. Yes, sir. Yes. The principal has been contacted, and she is on her way, but it might take a while, sir. Either she or I will keep you updated. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. All of the primary staff members are aware of just how important it is that we find Alice. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.